we're not in sweats. Workout gear. Greetings
and salutations. It is Thankful Thursday, and today we're excited. Number one, I just want to point out we have our Christmas tree behind us.
Yeah, she put a challenge. It's like, can you get the Christmas in the back? It's like, I said, no. It's like, well, she wanted him. It's like, challenge accepted. I got it done.
He was a little sassy this morning.
Heck, I gotta say.
Yep. And then midday, he sends me a picture, and look what I did. So yeah, glad to have the Christmas tree behind us. I hope you're all doing awesome out there, and it really is a treat for me to be able to bring these lovely ladies to you tonight. I have known Susan for many years. She's been coming to my morning classes for, maybe she'll remember how long it's been. And then her beautiful daughter, who we've never had the chance to actually meet, but they've just been such an important part of our community since almost the beginning of doing the online CrossFit. So without further ado, we bring in Susan and Elise Teague.
Cheers! And the dog in the back.
You did get the tree in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Right over my head. We're going to work on this a little bit. How about we go?
There
first. Well, we don't want Elise in here.
Right.
Great. I'm with Elise.
He's gotta leave. He's gonna get a
That is so perfect. That's awesome.
We were thinking the same thing as you guys with the trees. So.
Yeah, we liked your tree.
You had to one-up us, didn't you?
Game on.
Right.
We did it. Yeah. Okay. We did it.
Perfect.
Awesome. That's beautiful. And Elise, you have just come down from the mountains. You just spent first day trying to ski. How was it?
Yes, it was okay. If anyone out there is thinking about skiing, I might say wait till there's more snow. That would be my one suggestion. And there was a lot of traffic in Idaho Springs that we ran into too. So that was fun. I guess they're doing a lot of construction at all hours of the day from our research. So no break in it, but it was fun to get up. You know, we love skiing. It's just nice to be like outdoors, right? Like there's something about mountain air too, I think. I don't know what it is, but like that first run down and it's just like mountain air, pretty awesome. So
yeah,
more fun than what we could have done in Denver right now, right? So it was still a lot of fun, but snow might not be the greatest. I think at Keystone there was like 3 runs in the back open and like 2 up front. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
So there's your coaching ski report for Thursday.
Exactly.
But she was in shape to go skiing. Her legs felt good thanks to CrossFit.
Yeah.
Do you ski or snowboard?
Snowboard. You're a skier.
I'm a skier.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it seems like more and more people are snowboarding now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
Uh-huh.
I almost want to start skiing though, because you don't have to work very hard to go anywhere. You just kind of scoot yourself, or like getting to the lift and then retire. So it'd be nice to just ski and just, peruse. So I might try and pick that up. I've been saying, we'll see.
Yes.
So,
when you were little.
Yeah, it might come back to me. I don't know.
Yeah. That 5th grade deal was great in Colorado, where all the 5th graders get skiing free.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that, and they'd have buses. Load the kids on the bus up. They go skiing for the day. That was fun.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Such a great way to try it out for not a big investment. Yeah,
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys taking the time out on a Thursday night to just have a conversation with us. We had originally planned about exactly a month ago, I think, or close to a month ago, the first time around. And Elise, you ended up getting COVID.
I did. I think it was like the day before too, because I remember it was a Wednesday. It was midweek. Yeah. Fully recovered now, so that is good news. Yes.
Yeah.
Been feeling good. It took a while though. So
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say she managed to give it to her husband too. So
Oh, no.
rounds of her family.
Yeah.
A friend of ours is in medical school in Omaha, and he was nice enough to call Elise when he heard she had COVID to kind of chat with her. And Elise said, "Oh, Ryan's really trying to be careful. I'm really going to try not to give this to him." And John said, 100% guaranteed. He's getting it.
He's like, "You guys still live in the same house, right?" I was like, "Yes, we do." And he was like, "Oh, no, it's a 100% chance. He probably already has it."
Yeah, for as careful as we have to be with everything out in the world, it does seem like if you live in the same house, there's just no way to not share those germs. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some pictures of Ryan bringing soup into her room. He had his ski goggles on. He had gloves on. Didn't make any difference.
Yeah. Didn't change.
With a hazmat suit on.
Here's gloves on. Here's your soup.
I got great delivery service because he thought he was healthy for like 2 days. So I had a very, very good delivery service for a couple days. It didn't last long. Yeah.
And then you had to probably help him on the other end when you started feeling better and
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully he was pretty mild. It was just energy levels really mainly. And mainly energy, I would say.
But it's no fun. Nobody wants to get in. I'm glad I wasn't anywhere near you guys when this was going on.
Very thankful. We don't think we spread it to anyone. So everyone we'd been around the past couple of days all tested. They were all negative. So I think at least we spread it to anyone else. So that's good.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I know how close you guys are, and you think about that, how easily it could have been that I think you guys were going to go rollerblading or something the day that you found out.
Like the day before too, which that was the other weird thing. I was at an Orange Theory fitness class the day before I came down really sick. So I was like, oh man, I was with like 30 of my friends. I was contagious. So I can see how it spreads, right? Because I would have told you I wasn't sick, right? I was going to go rollerblading. I was doing an Orange Theory class. who knows, doing what, right? And then the next day it felt like I was, awful. So it hit like a train, right? But thankfully no one got sick. So that's the good news.
Yeah, that is. And the good news too, that you made it through and you're on the other side of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I know both of you this year have had just huge changes to your jobs, especially, and that the ripple effects from that into your home life and everything. When Susan, I think about you with traveling every single week. What a big shift that has had to have been for you.
It has. It's been really hard to get used to. I always thought, it'd be wonderful to not travel and be home. But the reason I wanted to do that was so I could join softball teams and do things. And you can't do any of that. So I'm home all the time. But no, I am in cybersecurity. And so I'm out working with large corporate clients to help them keep their organization safe from cybercrime, which you've probably been reading about. This was a big week. Big new threats going down. So that's what I've been doing. And I work with clients all over the western part of the United States. So I travel a lot to do that. But we've learned how to do it all remote. So I'm on Zooms all day. This is my life.
So this isn't weird at all.
This is what I do. And I've gotten used to it, but it's not the same. I really miss being out with people. I'm definitely a people person and really enjoy being out with my clients. And it's not quite the same chatting about things over a Zoom, but you figure it out. How about you?
Yeah, same thing. I work for an insurance company and work with all the agents across Colorado. And so typically I'm traveling a lot just within the state, but I'm always out, live out of my car pretty much, right? Being with people all the time. And so same thing, it's been Zooms literally hourly, right? Like an 8 a.m. Zoom, and then you might have a 15-minute break, and then a 9 a.m. Zoom, and then so it's been, definitely challenging to say the least. And I'm the same way. I'm not a what's the word? I don't know. I just need to be doing stuff. People person. We're both very similar.
Not sitting.
Yeah.
You're not like me. I'm an accountant. I sit behind a computer all day.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? We are so blessed that we continue to have jobs, that our jobs are still good, and the companies are healthy that we work for. And unfortunately, cyber needs are stronger than ever. There were some horrible threats that came out this week with some new things that Russians are up to. So,
well, a cyber company got hacked, right? That's what I read. An actual security company got hacked themselves.
They're a really, really good company. Yeah. So it shows you how hard it is to defend yourself because they're amazing at it. So, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's definitely been an adjustment. There's no doubt. I mean, I think, neither of us are, I wouldn't say it's our, what's the word? It doesn't fit our personalities very well.
To sit at a computer all day.
Yeah. It's not our personality. I mean, I think my husband's like you, Brian. He loves it. He sits behind his computer all day, happy, doesn't have to move, like doesn't have to talk to anyone, and he's perfectly content. He has no issues, right? This is like his dream. Working from home.
I can relate. Although I have an alter ego in the morning that you can tell.
Right.
And there's me just running around like crazy. So yeah, it's been an adjustment. But Zooms are very common for us, I think. So yeah.
So do you see that this might change the future of your jobs, even as things kind of come back together, that you've kind of figured out this way to not be traveling as much? Do you think your companies will stick with some of that at least? Susan's saying,
oh yeah,
unfortunately.
Oh yeah, my company is already, changes are in force. I used to have about 40 people, and now I have about 120 because they know that you can manage it more from a computer, not having drive time, because we had so much drive time before. So huge.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing though? Is that a good thing though? I mean, because that's a lot. I'm going to 40 to 100. Like,
it's a lot.
It's a big jump. Is that a good thing for you? For your job and industry, or?
Yeah, it's new, so we'll find out. We'll find out soon.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Right, you do have a lot more capacity because you don't have the drive and the travel time. So if you take that out of your day, right? I mean, I used to be able to maybe see 2-3 people a day, right? Depending on like what part of the state I was in and the geography. And so being remote, I mean, I can literally see probably 6 people a day. So it's a big shift that way. So
yeah, you're more productive in certain ways, and then you're a lot less productive in other ways. I'm sure I will be traveling a lot less, which is going to be something different for me because I've traveled so much, and I've been actually really fortunate to do that. Most of the time it's fun, and you're out meeting with people, and the hotels get old, the flights get old, but I hope to be back on the road maybe by summer is kind of what I'm hoping for, but nobody's setting any dates or anything. We'll see how everything goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I also wonder, way back in the beginning, I can't even remember who it was that I was talking to, but it was somebody who had traveled all the time. And I think about this with Brian and I, like during tax season, we just have a different rhythm in our relationship. I just kind of do my thing and he does his thing. And then at the end of tax season, it's like, oh, hello, I know that's often you figure out that rhythm in your relationship when you are traveling or whatever that is. So how has that impacted your relationships with being home all the time?
Yeah. Honestly, it's hard. I don't think Tom and I were used to, we're both working out of the house, so we're both in the house continually, and we are totally not used to that. We've never had that in our 30 years of marriage, so 30 plus years of marriage. So that was an adjustment, but I kicked him down to the basement, so I have the nice office on the first floor.
You have your space now. All right.
I can close my door. He's in the basement. We're down doing a lot of togetherness that we weren't used to, and I think for some people that's wonderful. For us, it was an adjustment. I think for both of us, it was hard to spend that much time together. But now we take walks and really enjoy each other's company. So it's been wonderful.
Very nice.
Yeah.
An e-bike. You e-bike a lot.
Yeah, e-bike.
Yeah, they're big e-bikers.
I got an e-bike for my birthday this year, which was in the middle of COVID, and we have had so much fun out e-biking.
What a perfect year to
e-bikes
start
are awesome.
that. You know, what a perfect year when you can't go places and things. That's cool.
Yeah, we've never been huge bikers. We've always had mountain bikes and we've done a little bit of biking, but I find myself with the e-bike, I can hop on it anytime. It's so much fun. We just love it. Yeah, really enjoy it. And you go get to see things that you haven't seen before. You know, we've done all of Bear Creek, all of Chatfield. We've been up in Dillon. There's all kinds of wonderful places to explore. Vail Pass on an e-bike is really a nice experience.
A little bit easier.
A lot easier than the way we used to do it on the bikes. Yeah, that's been fun. Yeah,
I would say similar. I mean, we were used to, you know, I was gone a lot during the day, right? It's like a hi, see each other at night, and that's about it. So yeah, we both work from home. Similar thing. I have the nice office right down the hallway here downstairs, and my husband has the makeshift up in a bedroom upstairs. Same situation there. I agree. It was a lot at first. I think we had to set some boundaries, right? Of like, hey, when my door is shut, my door is shut. You cannot come in, you know, like this.
Or you'll be on the Zoom.
Yeah, or
in
you
the background.
Which he has been a couple of times, and I'll just say he's not the kind of person that wants to be on the Zoom, right? Because my agents, you know, will call him in. They'll be like, "Oh, Ryan, hello, come on." You know, like, please get me out of here. Pretty much, I can see it on his face, right? So that ended pretty quickly. We learned how to set those boundaries. So I think for me, that was the biggest thing of just setting boundaries of like, I am working from this time to this time. You're working, you're busy, because he's also, I mean, he does like catastrophe insurance, and this whole COVID has been a catastrophe technically for insurance. So it's the biggest catastrophe they've paid out ever. So kind of interesting, right? I thought it was interesting. So he's been super busy too, right? So same way of like, hey, if I have a slow day and he's super busy, I need to know if his store, you know, we just had to figure that out, I think. So, but.
And Elise is a huge planner. She is my planning little person in my life. She plans events for everybody. She's always throwing parties. She's getting people to go rent boats and do this and do that. And I think that's been one of the hardest things for you during COVID is to not be able to plan everything.
Yeah, I will say I'm that person, right? 100%. I plan parties, vacations, you know, whatever it is, I'm always planning something, because to me it's something fun to like look forward to, right? Because I work all week and sometimes it's a blur, and then I'm like, oh well, I have this awesome event on Saturday, right? Or this awesome vacation in a month. And so I feel like that's been hard for me to step back and you know, figure out like, what are the little things that actually make me happy every day, instead of just looking forward to this huge big event, right? And having to really kind of self-search and saying, okay, well, what truly just makes me happy during a normal work day, right? Is it, you know, whatever, being able to take a long walk with Griffin and my husband at lunch, or is it, you know, like even it's sad because now we get excited, like, oh, we're going to watch a movie tonight. Yay. And like cook a fun meal and have a drink. And it's funny. It makes me excited through the day. I'm like, oh, well, we have this movie, this Christmas Hallmark movie planned tonight with, you know, a fun dinner. So I think it's kind of I've had to learn how to step back.
Is getting the TV turned on and Netflix.
Yeah, so I think it's just been able to like roll with it a little bit more and be like, oh, this was a good thing. So I actually I got this like 1 line a day journal is what it's called. And I tried to just write 1 line a day of something that was really cool, right? So I don't do like anything negative. It had to be like something cool that day. And it's been funny to look back in it and just see how like it shifted to just something simple, right? Like, oh, mom dropped off cookies for us today. Which like that was probably
so you just write down like 1 sentence?
Yeah.
Is that what
it's literally
That's a good idea.
It's like 1 line a day, and it's literally like a line, right? And it's funny to see, because some days where I don't think much happens, and then I'll talk to my husband because he kind of helps me with it, and he'll be like, wow, I thought I didn't do much today, but I filled it all up, right? With like cool stuff that happened. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Fun idea.
Usually when you journal, it's like, what the hell am I going to journal about? You know, end of the day, it's like, where am I? Like, well, 1 line, that's a lot easier.
Yeah,
it is.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah. Really cool. It's on Amazon, and it's like $5, I think. So yeah, it's kind of cool. And I mean, I don't know how long I'll do it for, because who knows? I'll probably fall out of it at some point, but it goes for like 5 years. And so I have a friend that did it, who actually recommended it to me. It was Anna. Anna Handy. And she was just saying it was funny. She started it like when she first started dating this guy, and then they got married, and she did it all the way through. So she had
that's cool.
They were engaged when they were married, and she was like, "This is really cool to just look back on." Yeah,
that's really neat.
So it's been good for me to, especially for me, to force myself, like, don't just plan everything, just appreciate what that day was and one good thing in it, and that's great, right? So that's been good for me.
Oh my gosh, I love that, Elise. What a cool experience. I mean, to really look at how hard this year has been and how many challenges with the job and all of that, and especially being someone who likes to plan. And I think, Susan, you had said that, like the big things, like looking forward to the big things, really taking that step back and thinking about the small things and being grateful for that. That's
appreciating the small things, watching that sunrise as we're getting ready for your class.
I love it. Yeah.
At this point, is there?
But taking the time to look outside, I mean,
there have been spectacular sunrises.
Yes.
Yes.
Or even this morning, for instance, right? We were in the car for 3 hours and it was awful, and we were yelling at each other, right? Because Ryan wasn't in the fastest lane. I thought the other lane was faster, and there was just a lot of issues, right? So, and then you get up there, right, and you can just like breathing out there. And I was kind of like, okay, you know what? Life is okay. We made it up here. We're healthy enough to be skiing. We wouldn't have been a month ago, right? Yeah. Like fresh mountain air. Like, okay, life isn't that bad. So. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And that's so real. I mean, that's such a real, true experience that happens in so many situations where you're like going to do this awesome thing and you're like, very fun.
Yeah. I planned this, didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
That's where you adapt and overcome, people. Adapt and overcome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
That's my favorite saying. That's what it really is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and for both of you being such active people and being at home and, having kind of your whole life in one area, what things have you found to really help you stay sane and help you to be, mental and physical wellness?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to say it's meditation. I gave the meditation a try.
Easy, is it?
And the next day when I heard it was 15, I'm like, okay, that's over. For one day.
Look who checked in. Dee Spencer.
Dee Spencer. Hey, Dee.
How you doing, Dee?
So it hasn't been meditation. It's moving. I'm very much hyper moving person. So I walk a lot. I've cleaned every single corner of my house. That happened a long time ago. Yeah. But those kind of just moving and getting up and clearing my mind with walks. I listen to a lot of books on tape when I'm taking walks, and the biking has been really fun. I played a lot of golf this summer, but all that's over. I'm a little nervous with winter coming up. I need ideas. You guys need to give me more ideas, but perhaps not meditation for me.
Challenge accepted.
Pick up the
Start doing ideas when we're talking during the workout.
Oh, I love it. I feel you though. I'm feeling that same way because I've really enjoyed getting outside, being in the sunshine. But I don't like to be cold. I'm really once it's cold outside, I don't want to go outside, and especially if it's windy and cold. It's like
she grew up in North Dakota. For God's sake.
I know. I don't know how I survived that whole experience, but I feel you. I mean, I am feeling that same way going into wintertime. Like I've really got to make sure.
I need ideas from people of how you keep your sanity, because I work all day, and so it's dark when I get up and get to work, and it's dark when I get off work. So even walks, I'm out in the dark, and I have lots of good ideas. And it's not for me watching Netflix. That's okay, but I'm kind of over that too.
You need to be more active stuff.
Movement. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I'm super similar. Have to move. And I agree again on the outdoor thing, right? During summer, like I play a lot of volleyball, tennis, golf, hike. We hike a lot. You hike especially a ton. We hike a lot. We bike. We were like biking to bars a lot, which was really fun, and sitting outdoor on the patio, right? Like fun stuff like that. This summer that you can't really do in the winter. So that's why we tried the skiing thing. We'll probably go back when more of the mountains open. So not giving up on it yet, but we'll see. Yeah, I think it was hard for me too, because to be honest, I'm a very go to the gym person. I like go to a physical gym just because I don't know, for some reason it's outside of the house, like it's your gym time, right? And so for me to transition into a home gym was a struggle, was a huge struggle for me to just I don't even know. It's that mental shift that's been tough for me. Like I played volleyball my whole life through college, everything. So it's always been you go to your workout place, right? And that's your workout time. You have that solidified hour or whatever it is, and you're done. So to have to shift that to a home gym mentality, I'm going to walk to my basement and I'm going to work out. It's just, that has not been the same for me. So that's been the struggle, but it's great to find like stuff like you guys' stuff, right? I found some really great online communities and workouts that honestly have changed my mind, right? It's like you can get a great workout from home. You really can.
You really can.
It's not that you don't have to be in the gym, right? You can still get a great workout even with minimal equipment. It's just that mind shift, right? Like I think even at first I was probably over exercising, if that's possible. Like for the first bit, just because I didn't think I was getting a good enough workout, right? But then I think I realized I was getting a good workout. My mind for some reason wasn't there. So I think for me it's been adjusting to that factor too of the whole home workout. But I think I'm there. So that's the good news. I found awesome stuff like you guys and a couple others that I use.
I've had a lot of fun with you guys. So love all the variation is awesome.
Yep.
I still have a group of ladies that I meet up at Red Rocks every Sunday morning. We've been going for 15 years. And we still go up. It's a group of about a half a dozen of us, and we meet every Sunday and we go run the stairs and do our workouts and do the best we can. Do what we can.
It's cool. I've shown up on occasion. They meet very early. It's at like 7 a.m. at Red Rocks.
Depends on your Saturday night, right?
But it's very cool. Yeah.
No, and have great friendships from that, and something I really look forward to. I miss people. I miss being with people, but I still get to be with Elise.
Yes.
I feel that too. I really, there is a piece of the connection, especially with the community that comes live and it like interacts. And even when people comment later, it's like, oh, I feel connected to those people, you know. But I hear what you're saying. Gosh, going to having that physical separate place that you go, that's what you do there. And then you go home and the people there and all of that whole social connection is just so big, so important.
And before we go on that, what you said, Elise, especially there's a lot of new things out, the recovery piece, body rest is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I mean, people think that more is better. No, it's not. It really isn't. Okay, quality is better. It really is.
100%.
I just want to throw that out because I do a lot of studying, reading about fitness and things like that. So, because I know you said you played volleyball in college. It's it's very different. From high school to college, it's a very
big jump. It's a big jump.
Very different and stuff like that. But man, the more with the brain thing and stuff like that, they're really figuring like, man, you need to recover. That's where you grow is your recovery. So the coach had to come out here.
See, and I need that because I'm that person, the hyperactive, like go, right?
Go, don't sit down. Things to do.
And I will say that's actually been one thing, Brian, I'll give you credit because I've always said I hate yoga. I am not flexible. I not flexible at all. Like I'm not quite this bad, but my little brother, if you know that Presidential Physical Fitness Award, this will tell you it runs. You have to stretch on that box. He couldn't even reach the box, so they didn't even know. So that's just an example. It runs in the family. My mom is none of us are flexible, right? So
we're not flexible, but yoga is so important for that.
And that's what exactly. So before I would have told you I hate it. It's not a good enough workout, right? It's just whatever. But I found out like it's awesome. I'm sore after yoga half the time than I have other stuff, right? It's my body feels better after it. I feel recovered. So I've really been trying to do once a week, and I can tell a world of difference with it. So thank you, Brian. You've definitely helped with that.
The flexibility is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. It really is. People just don't understand that, but it's important.
Yeah.
It is, but it's also relative. I'll never be the
I'll never touch my toes.
Yeah, exactly. But just what you get out of it, is amazing, right? Everybody's body is different. Some people will be incredibly flexible, and some of us never will be. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't continue to stretch your muscles.
I think what Susie, what you just said, everybody's body's different.
Yep.
Realize that. Okay, you're not gonna be able to palm the floor when you go down for a full forward bend. Okay,
no.
But no. Different.
Jen's gym teacher told him he's never failed anybody ever in his life in the Presidential Fitness Awards for not being able to touch their toes, except and he was like 7 years old at the time or whatever he was. His instructor called him Pinocchio. He said, "Can you just bend the knees a little bit?" We're not flexible.
Kudos to you for doing it, because it's it's a human thing to not want to do the things that are harder to do or
that you're not good.
Yeah, it's tough to slow down like that and be uncomfortable the whole time, right? Because we're not flexible. But it's funny, actually, our whole family has been on a yoga journey. I'd say my younger brother, my dad, my husband, all of us are into it now. So
cool.
Awesome.
So
So that's a cool thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I really like those yoga workouts, Brian. Keep them coming.
I appreciate that. Cause I got in to do it through DDP Yoga, Diamond Dallas Page, wrestler back in the 90s. That's how I got into it. And
cool.
Wow. It's made a big difference in my life.
Yeah.
It really has.
Has it? That's cool.
Yep. Absolutely.
And the approach, is a different approach. It's not the
His tagline for DDP Yoga, it ain't your mama's yoga.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
Now, I can't believe you guys and your dedication every single day, even like Thanksgiving. You need to take some days off too. That we have that option.
Well, and some of those are really a great opportunity to be able to bring some other people along too, as people are just hanging out and getting ready and knowing that they're going to be eating a lot that day. But well, we're so blessed to have you guys along on this journey. It's so fun to see the variety of ages, of different life situations, and all of that are getting something out of it. And I think there's a piece of it for us that's just very, very humbling in that it's so much bigger than Brian and I and even Ashley, that it just met a need that people had, and feels really good to be an instrument like that in the world. So
it's wonderful. We feel like we know you now. We feel, like you're really good friends. And you come into our house every day.
Yeah, and that too, it's like, everybody, it's like, they think it's like, they get there every day and stuff like that. It's not a burden, man. When I get,
really,
I look forward to it every
Sundays.
morning. I'm usually like, man, I put on our, we got a playlist in the morning.
Yeah.
AC, oh yeah. 20 minutes. It's like, by the time I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
So
usually it's the night before when I'm like, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for the workout tomorrow morning. It's like, but it's stretched me in so many ways in that way too. And That feeling doesn't happen
early
too
in
often.
COVID. Yeah. We all needed something so badly, and when you guys were so generously doing that early in COVID, just from your hearts, it was wonderful.
Well, we're grateful
We're
to
blessed.
get to be grateful. Yeah, like I say, just cool to be an instrument, for that. So
Yeah,
well,
we love you. We appreciate you. I'm gonna get my husband doing it one of these days. He's
Even he knows it. He talks about what you guys say.
he
It's
listens
funny.
in the background. I help him hear it. I'm blasting it.
I love it. Well, I mean, we appreciate you. That we feel connected, just as connected to you. In that way, that when we see that somebody makes a comment, or it's just that sense of connection is just truly awesome. So yeah. All right. So last night we had a little delivery restaurant tour.
I love doorbell ditching, but what's this ring thing all about?
I love
That's
that.
why I said, Nick, who's this? Because we had to ring doorbell. I was like, I brought you up on video.
I saw the little thing on the doorbell. I'm like, oh, they caught me.
They know who I am. Gosh.
That was so cool.
Yeah, so cool. So we have a toast to make for the new year.
Yes. We have this has to be in
I'm
front of us.
sorry, I'm empty.
Oh, I should have put it in a pretty glass. 1 second.
Go in.
She's got to go get her flute or some damn thing or something like that.
We've got ours going here.
These have been looking tempting sitting here the whole time. So there we go.
There we go. Now we'll get them. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We were all have our little treats here.
Oh, there she's got her glass.
I don't have a
Ready?
champagne glass, but I have a pretty wine glass.
She
so.
loves these
Yeah.
glasses.
Too.
All right,
Right.
as we do.
As we look to 2021, we wish you good health, continued good health and wellness and happiness and joy and peace and all that good stuff. Do you have anything to add?
No, thanks for coming on and sharing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I learn a lot when we do these things. I learn a lot from the people that we talk to.
Yeah.
I do. I enjoy this.
Yep. Cheers
Cheers, everyone. Thank
to
you.
holiday season.
To the holiday.
Cheers.
I had a little bit left.
Happy holidays. And
Happy to you all.
we'll see you in the morning. Fun Friday.
Fun Friday. Here we go.
What's coming tomorrow?
That's right. That's right. Well, you guys take care. Thanks again so much for your time, and look forward, hopefully, to seeing you in person sometime soon.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we even got a cheers from D. Spencer. Cheers, D. I hope you guys are doing well. I know you guys got a boatload of
They
snow.
got a lot of snow.
Wow.
I mean,
Really?
Yeah, they got. They said there's some areas out east that got it like waist deep.
Wow. That's fine. Just in time for Christmas. Yay.
Yes, it'll be
Yeah, they're gonna have a white Christmas.
Yeah.
So.
And a white winter, it sounds like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Time
got the snow that Elise you needed up at Keystone today.
Exactly. Where was that? We need it next week. Send it our way.
That's all out east. Deal gladly send it to us.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So anyway.
All right. Well, you guys have a great evening, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
All
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.